Hi, welcome to That's the Watch channel for watch enthusiasts, new and seasoned. I normally review affordable watches and share my honest thoughts. If you have yet done so, please subscribe to the channel so you won't miss future videos. Today, I am reviewing RLG's compressor dive watch, the RLG Atlanticus. I've been wearing this watch for a while now, and I can say I'm very impressed. RLG, formerly known as Richard Legrand, is a Singapore's micro brand. They make quality dive watches, and the Atlanticus Diver is inspired by the super compressor watches of the 70s. It has a vintage look with modern design elements. They represent the adventurous spirit in all of us, and also the 70s innovative era. The super compressor case was designed and produced by Irvin Piqueras SA. Hope I got the name correct. In short, it's called EPSA, EPSA. The case used water pressure to increase the water resistance of the watch. One of the highlights of the compressor watch of the 70s is the internal rotating bezel, and there are two crowns, one at the 4 o'clock and one at the 2 o'clock. Well, enough history lessons. Let's talk about this watch and let's review it now, shall we? Here's the RLG Atlanticus. First, let's talk about the measurements. The Atlanticus Diver has a case diameter of 42 millimeters, the thickness of 12.5 millimeters, including the dome crystal. It has a lug-to-lug of 48 millimeter, which really wear well. And for the lug width is at 22 millimeter. With a 22 millimeter lug width, you can change to many different bracelets and straps you like. Let's look at the dial. If you notice, the dial is raised in the center with the yellow mini track going all around it. The indices are applied. The logo as well as the watch name are printed. It indicates this watch has a 200 meters of water resistance, and the hands and minute hands, the hour hands, are button hands with a lollipop as the second hand. The back is a screw down case back with a 3D stamped image of a Viking ship. The supplied leather strap is of genuine leather with quick release mechanism. It is well stitched with white borders, and the leather, if you notice, is somewhat having those meshed or waffle-like pattern that makes it rather different. The buckle here is signed with the RLG logo. The mesh design and the waffle design was also engraved into the two crowns. The crown at the 2 o'clock will rotate the internal bezel in a bi-directional way. Okay. The crown at the 4 o'clock is a screw down crown. So let me unscrew it. It has hand winding, so you can wind the watch. And it has hacking as well, so you can stop the second hand and to move the time to what you want. Let's talk about the movement that this watch uses. It uses the NH35, which is a Seiko movement, and that should come with a date complication. So having said that, what that means is that when you unscrew the crown, the first position is a ghost date position. You can do whatever you want, but because there is no dates in there, no dates complication, so there's nothing happen here. And the second tick will hack the second hand. Let's look at the lume, shall we? This watch comes with BGW9 lume on the indexes and the hands, including the lollipop second hand. Here is how it looks on my 6 3/4 inch wrist for your reference. It sits really well on the wrist and it's not that big. Because of the lug-to-lug weave, it actually sits very well on my wrist. So, what do I like about this watch? I can say that the overall aesthetic of the watch really stands out. The internal bezel works well with a really firm crown. The quick release straps makes it easy to change to any bracelets and any leather straps or PU straps that you want. With a 200 meter of water resistance, I have no issues wearing this watch to swim or to the beach. Now, what about my quibbles? I ended my likes talking about wearing it for swimming. Before I can even do that, I will have to change the strap. Leather straps are not good for dive watches, and I wish RLG would have given us a PU strap, a rubber strap, or stainless steel bracelet as an additional buy or as a free strap that comes along with the watch. I mentioned the crown is firmed, and it can be sometimes really hard to move the internal bezels. You need some strength, and if your hands are wet, I don't think you can move that bezel at all. Now, what about you? Do you own a compressor dive watch? Do you like the RLG Atlanticus diver? Will you consider getting one? At the time of filming, this watch is out of stock. I'm sure they will replenish the stock in the coming future. You may like to go over to rlgwatches.com and subscribe to their newsletters so that you can get updates on their watches and their replenishment of the Atlanticus. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next video.